Hi, lovelies. I hope you're all well. I just got my voice back, so I'm sorry if I'm a little bit croaky. But let's get you a message and see what it is that you need to know or hear. As always, if it resonates, stick around, and if it doesn't, scroll away. I've got quite a few cards that have already flown out at the start of this message. So we have got the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Wands. There's something in your life which is really, really confusing you and you don't know how to move forward. And this has kind of put you at a stalemate, especially here with this Eight of Wands in reverse. You're kind of like, I don't know which direction to go in. It's actually really unstable. It's made you feel really unstable and undervalued as well. Okay, if you felt like you were supposed to receive something and it didn't come in, and you're wanting to work your way towards this Ten of Pentacles. And the thing is that the direction that you thought you were going to take isn't working. Okay, it really isn't working. And now you're kind of in this healing phase again. And you don't have the clarity that you need is what's coming through here. So what's this about? Why don't you have this clarity? What has done this to you? Let's see. Too many cards, Spirit. Give me only grounded cards, only grounded answers, please. Let's get a couple more here. I've got one that's come out. Two. Hierophant in reverse and also Queen of Wands. The thing is that I feel like this is with relation to relationships in your life. It could be romantic. And I feel for a lot of you, it could actually be friendships and people networking, business. But you actually are wanting stable relationships. You feel like the people around you are really flaky. And the thing is that this Hierophant in reverse, this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, your actual underlying healing message here is that you need to find clarity as to why this keeps happening in your life. Now, I'm not saying it's your fault, but what you're actually doing right now is you're going into this Queen of Wands energy, which is your coping mechanism, right? So you throw yourself into things like looking like you don't care, going into an ego state, maybe you party excessively, maybe you use substances, I don't know. But this is an ego state and you're not actually dealing with the actual pain. Why aren't you dealing with it? Okay, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. And it's quite ironic that the traffic's getting really loud outside at this time, because that's not something that happens at this time around my home. And it's kind of like you really still need to listen to yourself, even though there's all this noise. You're trying to distract yourself with all the noise. So the moon is coming up, right? And the moon is like things that need to be brought to the surface that are actually undercover for me. Okay, if you look at the other side of the moon, it's like the dark energies, right? You have this, you want to give up, right? But Spirit's asking you to really just stay here and work on this, okay? Because the thing that you think is that you want to do, this ego run, it's actually keeping you stuck away from what it is you want. Why is this coming through, Spirit? Can you tell me? What's caused this? What's caused this? What's caused this? Let's see. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. Got the Three of Wands in reverse. Got the Lover's card. We've also got the Hermit. Yeah, see? I feel like someone didn't choose you. Whether it could have been most likely a romantic partner or you've been disappointed time after time in relationships, okay? And the thing is like, I'm sick of hermiting. I'm sick of waiting around. I'm sick of things not going my way. This is your attitude, right? And you're kind of like, I don't know why I tried. This is where you are. The thing is that you're not learning the lesson, okay? Because the thing is that it's not your fault that these people keep coming into your life. It's not your fault if they mistreat you. That's not what I'm trying to say. But if we keep repeatedly attracting similar patterns in people, there's something within us that is consistently being reflected out into the universe to bring that into our lives. And that's what you're not reflecting on. I'm not saying you have to forgive anybody. I'm not saying you have to let anyone back into your life. What I am saying is you're not learning the fundamental lesson of what is actually happening here. And I'm going to see if I can get more insight into this for you. More clarity. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a cold. So I apologize for that horrible sound. But anyway, it is what it is. So you got your blindfolds on. Three of Pentacles in reverse. You're very avoidant. You're very avoidant. You're very adverse to feelings, okay? Five of Swords, Three of Pentacles. I don't feel like you're even going to listen to this message, to be honest. I really don't. And I hope you do. I hope you do. I'm going to see if I can find some cards here. I'm going to get couple more here. Magician, you're blocked. The world is blocked. The manifestation card is blocked. And you're being asked that both of your masculine and feminine sides. This is a card of clarity and logic. And I've got both the masculine. Sorry, I've got the King and Queen of Pentacles. Right, so you know what I'm going to try and do is find some masculine and feminine cards to see what is actually holding you up here. So I'm going to place you on hold here while I try to find these cards. Give me a sec. Found them. So the fact that I've got these two masculine and feminine cards here with this Queen of Swords and King of Swords is really showing me that there's a lot of masculine and feminine wounding here that needs clearing. Okay, let's see. I've got the masculine cards here. So if you're a masculine or you've got masculine wounds, okay, gratitude. You don't know how to receive, okay? You don't think you're worthy of receiving. We've got sad, right? This is this thing, discernment. This is what I was saying in this entire message. You've got to learn to actually see why you keep attracting people in. The discernment is actually uncovering the patterns that you keep repeating, which you keep avoiding. You keep going into that Queen of Wands energy, which is all about, you know, impulse and ego and I'm okay, I don't need you. That's not going to solve your problems, my darlings, okay? Faith. Having trust in yourself to know that you can find the answers, right? There's kind of like even a lack of trust within yourself as well here, right? And you feel like you can't trust your own judgment to some degree. Or maybe this is actually getting back to your own spirituality, whether that's a religion, whether that's a faith, whether that's something within yourself, okay? Something that gives you peace as well. But you're avoiding all these sides of yourself. And dominant, right? You feel like you're out of control, right? Because the thing is, the situation doesn't go your way. So you feel like this is actually a test of your masculinity in some way, shape, or form, okay? So there's some sort of wounding here with these sort of 5 energies that you need to look into. Let's look at the feminine energy here that needs healing. And just because I've got masculine and feminine, it doesn't mean that it could be either side of you, whether you're male or female, okay? It's just energy. We all have masculine and feminine energies within us, okay? We have got karmic cycles for the feminine. We have got freedom. We have got higher self, right? Lonely. And also mask. Yeah, so there's that mask for that feminine. I'm fine, I don't need you, right? The thing is that there's something inside of you that feels like it's not loved. Lonely, abandonment. This could be rejection. This could be wanting that masculine person to come into your life and actually give you that love that you didn't receive or are wanting to receive. And that's not a sad thing. It's not actually, there's some sort of part of you that thinks that wanting this is actually a weakness, and it's not, right? All of us want to be loved in some way, shape, or form, and you're afraid of allowing that vulnerability within you and your feminine energy to be seen, but that's actually causing you to be in this lonely cycle as well. Karmic cycles, again, this is about you repeating the same type of relationships, patterns, things keep on going around in cycles. I don't really believe in karmic cycles, but karmic cycles to me in this type of reading is that you keep repeating the same type of relationships entering into your life, the same type of outcomes. And this is what we're talking about. It's actually getting that clarity within your masculine and feminine sides to actually, you know, find out and illuminate the truth so you can actually be free of this. Freedom, right? You need to listen to your higher self so you can be freed of this cycle. But a lot of you are actually continuously ignoring this. Let's end off on the tarot here. What's the final message for you all in this collective? What else do you need to know? A couple more cards. I've got the Emperor. I've also got the King of Wands. And I have also got the Seven of Swords. You're very deluded, right? You're trying to stay in control, which is the Emperor, dictator energy, right? Also I had that dominant card, which is another sort of dictator energy. But this is you going in this distorted King of Wands energy. I also have the Queen of Wands. You're deluding yourself if you think that you're going to get through this and not repeat another cycle of the same type of behavior. You need to see the truth and you need to start really looking deeper, all right? Stop scratching the surface, and it's like you're afraid of feeling. I know it hurts, but that's the whole idea. If it hurts, there's a message there for you. Don't be afraid of your feelings. They can't hurt you. They can only give you data into the aspects of you that need to free you from these cycles. If you want me to look at your specific situation, I would love to work with you or do a reading for you. The links are in my bio. Otherwise, I hope this message has found you well. Have a beautiful day and bless.